afternoon and welcome to this afternoon's ceremony as we celebrate another milestone in the history of Daytona State College. Today's ribbon cutting marks the official opening of our new nursing center on the Flagler Palm Coast campus. This event highlights our continuing mission to provide additional educational opportunities for the citizens of Flagler County. Joining me this afternoon are Dr. Randy Howard, Chair of the Daytona State College District Board of Trustees, and Amy Zoka, Chair of the Daytona State College School of Nursing. Both of them have been actively involved in this project, and you'll be hearing from them soon in a few minutes. I'd also like to take this time, and Randy, if you would stand up, please, too, just to be recognized. Thank you, Randy. It's up my chair. I'd like to also introduce some of our dignitaries here today. We'll start off with our District Board of Trustees. If you please stand. Bob Davis. Sarah Doherty. Randy Dye. Lloyd Freckleton. And Bob Lloyd. I have a note here, I haven't seen her, Marianne Haas, a recently retired trustee. Marianne, if you're here, I know she's a big part of this project. I don't see Marianne. Okay. So we have some Flagler County Commissioners here I'd like to recognize. Commissioner Andy Dance. Commissioner Greg Hansen. Commissioner Joseph Mullins. Commissioner David Sullivan. And I'm not sure if our interim county administrator, Heidi Petito, if Heidi's here. Okay, don't see her. Okay. Very good. I also like to take an opportunity to introduce, if you would please stand, and he'll be speaking later, our Mayor of Palm Coast, David Alfin. And Greg Bosset, President of the Palm Coast Flagler Chamber. Greg, are you here? David, Greg, thank you for coming. We have some foundation board members here. We have our chair, Dennis Shelley. Dennis, thank you, Dennis, for coming. Dr. Beverly Grissom. Thank you, Beverly. And from our Facilities Planning Advisory Council, who helps us organize all this, is Jake Johannesson here. Jake. Thank you, Jake. And also, a great partner in our higher education realm here, we have Dr. David Szymanski and his wife, Karen, a president of University of North Florida. Thank you, David, for coming. We appreciate the partnership. And we also, from UNF, have Dr. Kurt Locks, Dean of the College of Health. And we have our hospital CEOs here as well. I see Jeff Fiesel. Jeff from Halifax Health. Thank you, Jeff. And Ron Jimenez, CEO from Advent Health Flagler. Also want to recognize Charles Perry Partners and DLR Group, who was the architect and the contractor for the construction. If you're here, please be recognized. Thank you. Thank you. You did a fabulous job. Okay, we're going to get going on here. So the college has maintained an active presence here since 1979. We moved to this site in 1982 and has served approximately 2,700 students per year on this campus over the last decade. As the population of Palm Coast and the surrounding area has grown, so have we. That growth, in fact, is one of the reasons we're here today, to christen a new facility that was built specifically to serve the needs of this community. In just a few short days, the Nursing Center will welcome its first students here. The nursing program itself has a long history at Daytona State College. It was among the first associate degrees added to the curriculum upon full accreditation in 1962, when the college accepted its first class of 47 nurses. To give you an idea of how far we've come since then, During the 1920 academic year, almost 60 years later, the college has 1,154 students enrolled in a variety of nursing programs, including 568 who are pursuing their Associate of Science degree here at Daytona State College. In fact, the Associate of Science degree in nursing at Daytona State College is our most popular AS degree. And many of those students move directly into our BSN program, which has also become our most popular bachelor's degree. This type of number illustrates both the importance of healthcare and the greater need for the higher quality education that Daytona State College is known to provide, specifically in this field. Our nursing programs are annually ranked among the best and most affordable in the country. And as our reputation has grown, so has the demand. For many years, we were able to serve a limited number of students here at the Palm Coast campus, and the number of courses were also limited. At this time, the region's increasing need for healthcare workers combined with the workforce shortage in the same areas was creating an unattainable situation. In 2018, the board approved expanding the nursing program here in Palm Coast. And in 2019, Daytona State College requested some funding from the state legislature and received some part funding this past session to help close out the project. The completion of this approximately $4.2 million project provides space for 120 students who are now able to complete the entire associate degree in nursing program right here on this campus, which is 4 times the previous capacity. Most of these students will eventually be able to transition into local hospitals, healthcare facilities, treating the sick and injured in the very community they live in. The new construction and remodeling with an expected shelf life of 25 to 30 years has given us more than 16,000 square feet of usable space. It includes 3 upgraded classrooms, 4 nursing suites with control rooms for monitoring, and office for additional faculty members. And the timing couldn't be better. Last January, Atlan Health plans to build a 100-bed hospital just a few minutes from here off Palm Coast Parkway, and is expected to open in late of 2022. Future plans also call for 30,000 square feet medical office right here on the same site. Halifax is here, and they offer some primary and pediatric care, and there's plans underway for Flagler Hospital. So again, the timing it was just right that we were able to get this facility here to be able to grow and produce graduates that will be able to take these jobs right here in this community. The expanded nursing center provides additional support as well to the MedNext project, a historic new initiative with the University of North Florida and being developed right here in Palm Coast. It's designed to be the nation's first comprehensive university-based medical and healthcare nexus in the United States, and Daytona State is proud to be a partner in this initiative, which has transformed the landscape of medical training in Northeast Florida. It's exciting to be involved in the earliest stages of this endeavor, and we think that about where it will lead in the near future. What I'm also excited about is the impact this will have on the residents of Palm Coast and Flagler County. This nursing center, along with the medical flagship program sponsored by Flagler County Schools and the MedNext initiative, is now part of a far-reaching pathway which connects the members of this community to education and healthcare resources in a way we've never been able to do before. I think we've always known how important nurses to the healthcare system in this country are, and have appreciated the work that they do. But the events of the past 2 years have brought that sharply into focus. The pandemic has brought to light so many things we needed to see, and one of those is the value of people who have dedicated their own lives to saving others. That type of commitment and willingness to serve should never be wasted. And I'm pleased we at Daytona State are now able to play a greater role in supporting those who choose to follow this calling. We have some nursing faculty here. If you're here, I'd like to have you stand, wave, and be recognized. Thank you for all you do to train the next generation of fine and great nurses. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Rainey Howard, Chair of the District Board of Trustees, to say a few words. Thank you.
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you, Tom. It is truly wonderful to be here this afternoon celebrating another milestone event at Daytona State College. The growth of our Flagler Palm Coast campus mirrors the growth of this area, and it's very exciting to be a part of that. As the chair of the Board of Trustees, I would be remiss if I didn't point out Mr. Lloyd Freckleton in the front corner there, and my other fellow trustee member who couldn't be here, Mr. Gary Lubai. For folks that are from the Flagler Palm Coast area, you couldn't have two bigger advocates of your community on the Daytona State College Board. I think every time we talk about anything, they bring up Flagler Palm Coast, and that's a great thing for us and for you, so thank you. You know, this was the very site back in 1999 where candidates for the first Palm Coast City Council gathered to present themselves to interested residents and voters. And it was a Daytona State College professor who served as moderator that day and was later a co-founder of the Palm Coast Historical Society. The histories of this college and this community have been interwoven from the very beginning, and the new nursing center will help strengthen that bond for many years to come. For many years, those who lived in Flagler County and wanted to pursue a career in nursing were forced to drive to either Daytona Beach or Jacksonville to attend school. For the working adult, who also had other family responsibilities, that can prove to be a very difficult, if not impossible, task. It got a little bit easier when we began offering nursing courses here several years ago. And this new facility will remove even more barriers for local men and women who are training for careers in healthcare. Part of what's driven the expansion of our nursing program on this campus is indeed the growth of the region. However, it is the shortage of nursing professionals, which is being felt all over the country, that made this a critical issue for Flagler County and Daytona State College. In fact, according to a study by Moody's Investors Service, a global integrated risk assessment company, Florida is one of 4 states in the nation that are in the most precarious position for nursing shortages, along with Georgia, Texas, and California. The study emphasized that the supply of nurses can simply no longer meet the demand being created by the combination of a growing population and greater life expectancy. And of course, the recent pandemic has certainly done nothing to help that situation out. Tom already recognized those from our nursing faculty. Right now, I'd like anyone that's involved in the healthcare field, in a serving capacity, whether you're educating future nurses or treating people today, please raise your hand. On behalf of the board, we want to thank you for all you're doing in these times. Data suggests that 222,000 additional nurses will be needed by 2029. If you factor in retirements and workforce exits, it's estimated there will be over 175,000 openings for nurses every year. And even with that, what's more shocking is that in 2019, nursing schools around the country turned away 80,000 would-be students. And it wasn't because of the lack of the credentials of the applicants. The most cited reasons were a lack of space, a lack of clinical sites, budget shortfalls, and a shortage of qualified nursing faculty. When you hear statistics such as these, it really hammers home the importance of what we're doing with this facility and why we pushed so hard for funding to expand the nursing program at Daytona State College. We've had tremendous success partnering with local healthcare providers, such as Atlan Health in Halifax, and we thank you for being here today, as well as other educational partners like the University of North Florida and Flagler County Schools, and we're so glad you're here today. You know, most of us will never truly understand the level of compassion or the depth of emotion that nurses feel as a part of their job every day. What we do understand is that they are the ones who stand beside us during those times when no one else can. It takes extraordinary people to do that extraordinary job. And I'm so pleased that Daytona State College can play a critical role in training more nurses for Volusia and Flagler counties, and right here at our Palm Coast campus. Thank you for being here today.
At this time, I'd like to invite Mayor David Atlan to share a few words. Thank you.
Well, as your most newly minted mayor, very interesting to hear that City Council started here so many years ago. They did warn me that my life would heat up upon taking office. Well, I can tell you here today that I feel things have heated up a lot. So I appreciate your patience with the temperature here. I will be brief. And it goes like this. Thank you for inviting me today to celebrate the expansion of Daytona State College's Nursing Center to the Flagler Palm Coast campus. This brings a tremendous opportunity to residents and current students interested in a nursing career, as it will add state-of-the-art classrooms, labs, and equipment. I echo what President Labasso said. It's amazing that this program has expanded from 30 students to 120. That's outstanding. The college has been and is a great partner for the city, and we're excited for the momentum that's building in the healthcare industry in this area. With the growing demand for nurses in our area and throughout the country, the addition of this vital program to our local campus could not come at a better time. Graduates of this program can go on to begin their career in our local Advent Health Palm Coast Hospital, the new hospital on Palm Coast Parkway that Advent Health is currently building, and the many doctors' offices and medical facilities that need well-trained and compassionate nurses. Giving our youth and young adults the ability to pursue career opportunities in their own hometown is an exciting occasion, and I believe that the steps taken here today will encourage our local talent to stay in our community while building their careers. Palm Coast is becoming an epicenter of a medical ecosystem where students will have access to quality education and lucrative positions in whichever medical field they choose. It is exciting to see the pathways for careers continue to advance in our community. Thank you to Daytona State College for taking the steps needed to bring this incredible program to fruition, and best wishes to all of the students and faculty who will work hard to become successful nurses in the future. I thank you very much.
And I just wanted to take one moment to recognize, I missed it, representing the Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Staley, is Commander Michael Lutz. Commander, thank you for coming. All right, and our last speaker before the ribbon cutting is Dr. Amy Zoka, Chair of the School of Nursing.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I'd like to say I am humbled by the remarks I heard from my previous speakers, and thank you for your acknowledgement of nurses. It's an exciting time to be a nurse. History is in the making with this global pandemic. And during this course of events, we have a community that's experiencing rapid growth. Whenever a community increases its population, the need for healthcare professionals becomes a topic of conversation. Topping the list of employees for this sector is nurses. Back in 2018, the college determined the need to create a stronger nursing presence here in Palm Coast. Our community partners strongly supported the idea of educating students to grow the area's nursing workforce. Therefore, as we planned our nursing admission cycles, we deliberately expanded the nursing footprint on this campus. What began as a classroom of 30 students has now grown to a capacity of 120 students who are able to complete the nursing program right here in their local community. With strategic planning, the support of our trustees, and the support of our senior executive team, you have what you see before you today. As the chair for the School of Nursing, I am honored to have taken part in the mission to provide an innovative learning environment that promotes academic excellence, innovative learning, professionalism, and quality, which will impact the community of Palm Coast. I am excited to see how this academic year is going to unfold. And I am most excited to say I would love to have a class just like what I have in front of me today as nursing students. Imagine what this space will hold for the future. Thank you.
This concludes our ceremony. I want to thank everyone for attending this wonderful occasion. At this time, we're going to gather for photos and the ribbon cutting. And then after that, the building is open for tours, so please feel free to go and check out some of the new facilities. And I think we have a simulator in there, and so please feel free to check out the facilities. So I'm going to hand over to Lynn, who's got me organized, and we'll let people know who's coming up. Thank you.